Earlier today, I recorded a video about the universal commandment to not murder. There were a few more thoughts that I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to speak about suicide, and I wanted to speak about religious suicide and religious homicide, otherwise known as self-sacrifice or sacrifice. Suicide is forbidden. It falls into category of murder. The underlying rationale is that life was given to you by God, and it is not yours to take at will. Now, there can be times that people are in horrific situations and, they're in a lot of pain, but they still don't have permission to take their own life. Now, what if somebody's not in pain, but somebody is religiously motivated? Is it okay to do that? The answer is no. That is also murder. The Torah was very unique in that at a time of pagan religions, the God of Israel made it very, very clear that human sacrifice is absolutely abominable. We see this with Abraham. He was tested by God. He was called to bring his son upon a mountain, and he assumed that it meant that he should sacrifice his son. But when he came to the moment that he was about to sacrifice Yitzchak, Isaac, the angel of God called out and said, "Do not stretch out your hand to the lad. Do not do anything to him." The point is God does not desire human sacrifice. Throughout the entire Torah, we hear this again and again and again. There were pagan nations who sacrificed their children. There were pagan nations who sacrificed other people. And people really believed that it was the right thing to do. They felt that in order to get their gods to do whatever they wanted, they often had to offer sacrifices. It was a transactional relationship. And people could believe in these things so sincerely that if you look at the Aztecs, the ancient Aztecs, you will see they slaughtered an unbelievable number of people in the service of their gods. And some of these peoples were actually volunteers. They had taken upon themselves to be offered as a sacrifice to their god. They did it willingly. These people were killed in absolutely gruesome manners. They were taken up to a bed where they were laid out, and they were held down by multiple people, and with an obsidian stone, their chest was cut open and their heart was cut out while they were still alive. And when the heart was removed, the body was thrown down the steps to join many other cadavers. It was horrific. And yet people so fervently wanted to be a part of the sacrifice in order to benefit the rest of their families and their friends and their community. They felt it was their religious duty. So the God of Israel came along and said, "This is abominable." God doesn't want you to kill other people. He wants you to enable other people to live. What is especially interesting to note is that the pagan religions very frequently killed infants, or they killed virgins. They felt that a sinless being would be able to earn favor better than something else. A religion that professes that God desired a sacrifice of a sinless being is a trademark of a pagan religion. There are these pagan religions that exist nowadays as well. And even though these sacrifices might not be going on a widespread scale on a constant, steady basis, there still is this pagan belief that is very, very widespread that a sinless being can die for the sake of somebody else. This is contrary to everything that God desires. Human sacrifice is absolutely abominable. It is not desired by God.